set of time. You know, there's West Coast time, there's East Coast time, there's Hawaii time, there's Swedish time, all these different times. So basically, Hawaii time, it's hard because there's some part of Hawaii time that runs on time, and that are businesses and people showing up for work. You got to be on time for work here in Hawaii. But when it comes to the bus schedule, it's usually running late. It's usually running a half an hour late. And but yet, if you show up a half an hour late, then you might miss it because that could be the one time it's on time. So that is the issue with the Hawaii time. Is the minute you are like, okay, Hawaii time is 30 minutes late all the time. Oh no, that's the only time it's on time. So that is the issue with Hawaii time. So, but with parties and stuff, a lot of times Hawaii time at parties is you show up like 30 minutes late to an hour late, and then you stay and you party all night. You know, you party and these big gatherings, and everyone shows up late. So if it's like, you know, if it's 5, it's like 5:30, or you know, if it's 7, it's like 7:30. So that's Hawaii time for the parties. So and that's kind of like potluck, kind of by the ocean, you know, kind of like parties like that. So it is really interesting, and I found it quite fascinating. So here we are passing by the airport here, and this is the international airport. And for sure, when it comes to the airport, I'm gonna run early. Okay, I'm gonna run way early. But at the other airports, I can show up a day early, and they're cool with that. They're like, okay, as long as within 24 hours you're catching a flight, then you can come early, right? But not in Hawaii. In Hawaii, you are not allowed to come the day before if you're 24 hours early. And I love to come so early. I just love, you know, hanging out and enjoying airports and people watching and all that good stuff, to where I'm like, hey, I want to be 24 hours early, you know? But oh no. I tried it, and that was a failed experiment. So anyway, so what other types of time is it? It's Tongan time. They have their own type of time. Yes, and then you have the time that is exact, like Switzerland, the ones that make the watches, their time is exact. Japan, I feel like is very more exact. German, exact. So, you know, I guess that's why Hawaii is a good place for vacation, because we have the hang loose attitude in paradise here. So it is true as hang loose. There's times when, you know, I would say it's a little too hang loose, which means if I was a politician, I would clean things up. You know, if there was a public place that hadn't been painted in 20 years, as a politician, I would make sure it got painted, or, you know, stuff like that. But Hawaii time can mean, you know,